Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Charlie, and on today's episode I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious homemade stovetop beef stew from scratch. Now this is a remake of my 2015 recipe for beef stew. The only difference is that was made in a crock pot. This is made on a stovetop. It consists of cubed seasoned beef which we marinated. We also add potatoes, carrots, and green peas, and from there it is smothered in a well-seasoned, thick, and savory beef gravy until it's tender. And plus, the cooking time is much faster compared to that old slow cooker. I mean, come on. This recipe, you can get about 8 to 10 servings. It's a great comfort food dish, well seasoned, and absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here's all what you'll need to make your homemade beef stew, stovetop version. Let's get started with our ingredients. You'll need 3 pounds of ID round or rump roast, 1 large russet potato, 2 medium-sized carrots, frozen green peas, all-purpose flour, vegetable or canola oil, unsalted or salted butter, better than bouillon beef base, and some mesquite liquid smoke. And for your seasonings, you will need 1 yellow onion, celery, green bell pepper, garlic, some fresh parsley, and bay leaves. And for your additional seasonings, you will need some salt, black pepper, Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Now if you don't have this, you can use the Zatarain's Creole seasoning or the Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. You will also need some Chef Paul Prud'homme's Poetry Magic, cayenne pepper, dried thyme, and for your tools, you will just need a potato peeler. And there we have it. Alright, let's get straight to it. Chop half of a yellow onion. Next, I'm going to rinse off my celery, my green bell pepper, my fresh parsley, and my carrots off with cold water. Chop 2 ribs of celery. Chop half of a green bell pepper. Here I have 3 cloves of garlic. I've cut them in half. Here I have a garlic press. Take the garlic press and press the garlic. And there we go. Okay, here we have our fresh parsley. I'm going to take my knife and just cut a small amount of the parsley off. Next, chop the parsley really well until it resembles coarse crumbs. Alright, here we have our russet potato with a potato peeler. Peel the entire russet potato with the potato peeler. I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to cut the russet potato in half, and from there cut the russet potato into quarter pieces. I've placed my russet potatoes into this large bowl. I'm going to fill the bowl up with water. The water level should be slightly above the potato cubes. And while I'm at it, I'm going to add 1 capful of vinegar. Move the potato cubes around in the vinegar and water solution. It will help clean the potatoes and also prevent them from turning brown. Let this soak for 10 minutes. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes now. I'm going to cover the large bowl with a lid and drain the water into the sink. And our potato cubes are prepared and ready to go. Alright, here we have our carrot. Take the knife and cut the carrot into medium-sized pieces. You can also use the second carrot as well if needed. Alright, I placed my beef roast into the strainer. Rinse the roast off with cold water. Now I like to do this step to rinse off any blood or particles that might be on the roast. Alright, here we have our beef roast. As you can see, there's a very thin layer of fat at the bottom of the roast. Just take your knife and you can trim off some of that excess fat off of the roast. You're going to start by taking the roast and you're going to cut it into 1-inch thick slices. Next, you're going to take those slices and you're just going to cut them into strips. Once you cut each slice into strips, you're going to take those strips and cut them into medium-sized cubes. And there we go. I've placed my beef cubes into this large bowl. Let's add some seasoning. Add a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, 2 teaspoons of Chef Paul Prud'homme's Poetry Magic, a half a teaspoon of dried thyme, and 2 tablespoons of the mesquite liquid smoke. Take your hands and coat all of the seasonings and that liquid smoke onto the beef cubes. Cover the bowl with a lid. Let this marinate for 4 hours, or if you're a patient guy like myself, I'm going to let this marinate overnight. Alright, let's get started making our beef stock. In this medium-sized bowl, I've added 4 cups of hot water, and to that I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of the Better Than Bouillon beef base right on in there. Stir all the ingredients together with a whisk until that beef base has dissolved into the water. Preheat your fire to medium heat. Alright, let's get started with making our roux. So in this large saucepan, I let it get hot for about 1 to 2 minutes. Add 1/3 cup of vegetable or canola oil. Let this get hot for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Add 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. Take a wooden spatula and stir all the ingredients together. Stir this continuously for 4 to 6 minutes or until the roux is a brown color, like how you see here. Now you're going to go ahead and turn your fire off. Let this cool for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now here's a quick tip for you. You can prepare your roux, chop up your seasonings, your beef, your vegetables, and make your beef stock 1 to 2 days in advance. Preheat your fire to medium heat. Alright, let's get started with making our beef stew. So in this large 8-quart pot, I let it get hot for about 1 to 2 minutes. Spread 2 tablespoons of unsalted or salted butter around the large pot. Add 1 1/4 cups of chopped yellow onion, 1 1/4 cups of chopped celery, and 2/3 cup of chopped green bell pepper. Stir all your ingredients together. Cover with a lid. Let this saute for 8 to 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. Alright, it's been about 8 to 10 minutes now, and as you can see, our seasonings are nice and caramelized. That's exactly what we want. Add your 3 cloves of pressed garlic, followed by your seasoned beef cubes. Now let's add some seasoning. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, a half a teaspoon of Chef Paul Prud'homme's Poetry Magic, a half a teaspoon of dried thyme, 1/4 or a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and 3 tablespoons of fresh parsley. Stir all your ingredients together. Now as this mixture sautés, the beef cubes are going to release their own juices. Cover with a lid. Let this simmer for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes now, and as you can see, our beef cubes have released their own juices. Add your 4 cups of beef stock right on in there. I almost forgot about this. I'm going to add 4 bay leaves. Give this a quick stir. Add your roux right on in there. Stir all your ingredients together. Now what we want to achieve is we want to let this cook all the way down so that way we can get the beef and the vegetables nice and tender. We're going to add the vegetables at a later time. Cover with a lid. Let this simmer for 1 hour, stirring occasionally. Alright, it's been about 1 hour now. Gonna give this another quick stir. Add your potato cubes and your chopped carrots. Stir all your ingredients together. Cover with a lid. Let this simmer for 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. Alright, it's been about 15 minutes now. Add 1 cup of your frozen green peas. I actually let them thaw a little bit before I added them in there. Stir all your ingredients together. Cover with a lid. Let this simmer for 5 minutes, stirring occasionally. It's been about 5 minutes now, and after 1 hour and 20 minutes total cooking time, our homemade beef stew is now done. Now you're going to go ahead and turn your fire off. Let this cool for about 45 minutes to an hour before serving. And for best results, serve this the very next day so that way the flavors can settle and increase overnight. Here is the final presentation. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Stovetop beef stew, made from scratch by a New Orleans native. If you like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. I have an official website for all of my recipes, including this one. Go to www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's Taste Test is coming up next. Can't wait. Now it's time to go eat and take a bite. Ooh. Y'all, I put my whole foot in this one. When I tell y'all it is better, way better than my 2015 recipe for beef stew, I mean, you could forget about the slow cooker because the stovetop beef stew is where it's at. I mean, y'all, the beef is nice and tender along with the potatoes, the carrots. And the great thing is that the potatoes and the carrots and the beef soaked up all those seasonings and that beef flavor from that beef stock. Y'all, it is a winner. It is absolutely delicious. Wonderful comfort food to try during those winter months. Plus, it's well seasoned. It's a winner. Anyways, give the recipe a try. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, have a good one. Peace.